Hey, what's up? It's Tuesday. I'm Jim here for the Rough Cuts, and I kind of wanted to do something a little different. I kind of wanted to do a series of reviews about John Carpenter movies because I saw Arlen on Mondays. He did his cinematic blind spots, and I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. Kind of use these reviews to see movies that I've always wanted to get around to seeing, and I'm always like, oh, I'll eventually get to that. And I thought, well, I've always wanted to see kind of like all the John Carpenter movies to a certain point, maybe once, twice a month, only once this month, I'll do a John Carpenter movie. So today's film is They Live. To me, and a lot of people, I guess, is the last like really good John Carpenter movie. We'll see if that's true as I watch these. But that's always kind of been my belief. I kind of grew up with this movie because when I was like in middle school and high school and you're allowed to like stay up late on Fridays and Saturdays and watch TV, I saw this movie like a lot. So I haven't seen it since then, and I only really saw it on TV, but I always thought it was like a cool concept. Basically what it is, you have Roddy Piper, the wrestler. He comes to town and he finds these glasses, and when he puts them on, he sees that some people are people and other people are these alien invaders who have been using TV signals that tricks everyone into believing they're humans unless you're wearing these glasses. And so Roddy Piper can see them, and he's gonna come and take them down. And one part he says like, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. So therefore, he's gonna kick ass, I guess. This is such a great concept, and it's almost like kind of reminds me of somebody like Verhoeven, because it's such a satiric film. Because also when you put on the glasses, when you see advertising, it'll say like obey, or it'll say like marry and reproduce, and it would say like control and stuff, and then when you take them off it's like just a regular ad, but when you put them on you see like that. I thought that was really funny how they're using media the aliens are using media to control everyone. And I love the score in this. It's mixed in that kind of like stereo 80s kind of way, but I kind of really like it for that. And I like Carpenter a lot of people told me he just kind of fucked around. He didn't really know so much about music. I don't know how true that is, but I always really liked his scores and like the minimalist, like kind of spooky scores that he could always do. I think the thing this film is most known for is the fight between Roddy Piper and Keith David, which is pretty epic and probably one of the most extended, ridiculously long fight sequences. Carpenter gets it to work in a way that I'm not sure if it's stupid or genius or geniusly stupid or what it is. You don't really see him and Keith David, they're kind of friends, but you don't really see them bond that much until they beat the living shit out of each other in an alley. Keith David kicks him in the balls 40 times and they like knock each other over. I don't know how long, it must have been like 6 minutes or something. It felt like it went on forever. And South Park did I think they did a version of it for the Jimmy and Timmy fight. I think they did that. I forget the episode. I kind of wonder the point of it, because couldn't they just have a beer? But that it's like so much more primal. It's just like very raw and like brutal. They're bleeding and they throw each other on the ground and like punch each other in the face and then elbow each other in the face. Roddy Piper would, bring in some wrestling moves, and then Keith David would punch him in the face. It's just like, it went on forever. But it's kind of like awe-inspiring to watch it. And a lot of long takes. There's not a lot of cutting in it. I like kind of the sci-fi element of this, but also how this film's really topical for now because we have a really shitty economy. And in this film, everything, all the money is gone because the aliens are trying to make everyone poor so that they can like ruin humans' economy. How the aliens are doing this, and like a lot of the politicians are aliens and things like that. And that's like something that like I can relate to this movie now, because I know the economy was bad in the late 80s, but I don't think it was as bad as it is now. So it's like good 99% kind of entertainment, because you're like, yeah, they're not even human, they're so evil, they're aliens. I like the whole concept of that aliens have taken over, but we didn't know it because they've like confused us with this like evil transmitter in a TV station, and that's why we can't see them. It's a fun concept, and it is kind of an Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of idea. Some of the shots kind of reminded me of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Apparently John Carpenter based it on a couple of sources. He based it on 8 O'Clock in the Morning by Ray Nelson, And then which was part of like Science Fiction and Fantasy magazine, or Fantasy and Science Fiction, whichever. There was this other story called Nada from Alien Encounters comic book, in addition to some of the stuff he had already done. He used a pseudonym that was an H.P. Lovecraft reference because he was a big H.P. Lovecraft fan. It's really kind of a combination between really lowbrow and highbrow concepts and wrapping them together. It's like a fun, dumb, well-made B movie, and that's like what Carpenter was really good at, like in good old kind of classic sci-fi B movie, but directed in a really smart way with a lot of really good kind of intelligent satire. So if you have seen They Live and you would like to talk about it, then comment below in the comments. Subscribe to The Rough Cuts if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel in the info box below. Follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and potentially VHX. And follow Earl Barrett Holloway's Tumblr, who does the picture at the beginning and the end of this video. And I will probably do another John Carpenter review next month. Maybe two, but definitely one.